probably not into the next episode yet to answer that riddle. In case you missed it before, the riddle was there is a police officer who's walking by a diner, and it's the middle of the night, diner's closed, but he hears voices inside. And from inside, he hears someone scream, "No, John, don't do it," followed by a gunshot. And so he draws his gun, he runs around the back of the diner, he busts open the door, he runs inside. Before him, standing in front of him, are a doctor, a lawyer, and a milkman. He immediately arrests the milkman. Why? You can sort of try to piece it together in your head in case you got this cop who's walking by this diner. And, you know, he's just minding his own business. He's just out for a stroll. Maybe he's doing his rounds or whatever. And he hears these people talking inside. And already it's kind of suspicious, right? You know, there's people inside this closed diner. They're talking awfully loud. And he hears somebody scream, "No, John, don't do it." There's a gunshot, so his heart just starts racing. He's running in, gun drawn. He's not sure if he's going to get into a firefight or what. And then there's 3 people standing in front of him looking over top of this dead body. And he doesn't even need to think about it. The second he walks in, he knows exactly who's guilty. But why? Why does he know who is guilty? Well, I don't know if we're at the end of it. Well, maybe we're at the end of the episode. I don't know. The way that he knew it was because the assumption off the bat for most people is that the doctor and the lawyer are men. And so a lot of people ask, "Oh, well, he's a milkman. He must have a name tag." That's not the case. They think, "Oh, well, you know, he's holding the gun." Not the case either. The cop didn't even need to see the fact that he was holding a gun. You know, you could say, "Oh, but he was like holding the body. He had blood on him." No, he didn't even need to see if he had blood on him. The cop walked in to see a female doctor, a female lawyer, and a milkman. That's the key part to that riddle. So he arrests the milkman because from outside he heard somebody scream, "No, John, don't do it." And so clearly John is the gunman, and the women are probably not named John. So that's the answer. If you posted that in the comment, good for you. Maybe if you play on Crystal Craft, I'll give you a surprise. Little surprise. What was I doing in here? Okay, I need to craft some new tools. So, good old stone tools. Let's get a couple of pickaxes here. That's good. And we need some shovels as well. So let's get some shovels. Good. 1, 2. Excellent. Let's just throw all of our useless materials in here. You may be wondering why I am keeping things organized, but it's because I'm slightly obsessive compulsive about putting things in order. I like it when things are in order. To put it simply, to put it bluntly, that's why I do what I do. I like to keep things in as organized fashion as I possibly can, because to me organization is awesome. So I like to keep things organized. Alright, let's see, we got some charcoal here. Let's throw in 2 pieces of charcoal, because that's going to get me up more than I'll need. And back down into the mines we go. So, we're going to continue working on the dirt here. Just excavation. So who's excited for the next Hobbit movie? I'm excited about it. I really like The Hobbit. I know it didn't review very well. There were a lot of people complaining about the discrepancies between the book and the movie. What I've heard from some people that are arguing is that the movie faces the book pre-editing, and apparently something about J.R.R. Tolkien's editors wanting the book to be geared towards a younger audience, and so that's why characters like Azog, the white or the pale orc, are not in the book, but they are in the movie, and so the movie follows the darker original book by J.R.R. Tolkien. Now, the reasons why I don't think that that's true is because my understanding was that The Hobbit was written for Mr. Tolkien's children. that he wrote them as little stories that he read to them before bed, and that he was just a very imaginative person, a very imaginative writer, and he wrote that story, The Hobbit, and he went back later and took his book and made it what it became, and he went back later and looked at the little universe that he had created for himself with The Hobbit and tried to figure out what more he could do with it, and that's what birthed The Lord of the Rings. So I don't really buy, although I suppose it could be possible if he took his children's novel and turned it into an adult novel and then his editor said, no, this is too dark. I don't know. I like each from their own perspective. I'm currently reading through The Hobbit right now. It's a good read. It's yeah, not very difficult at all. I'm not a big reader. I actually read fairly slow, and I find it really easy to read. So it's nice in that respect because it takes me forever to read anything. I'm just not gifted in reading, to put it bluntly. I'm not gifted at reading. I don't really enjoy it because I'm not very good at it, and so. But I do enjoy The Hobbit. It's been a great read so far. I'm really looking forward to seeing the next movie and seeing the differences between them, because rather than seeing them as discrepancies, I just see them as differences, creative differences. Because so far, I mean, if you've ever read The Hobbit, the first thing that I noticed was that they didn't really give Thorin Oakenshield lines. Like, he doesn't really say much. You know that he's kind of the guy that's leading the charge. He's the reason why they're all there, but he doesn't really. Like, he doesn't have a lot of dialogue. It's mostly the narrator talking about Bilbo and the adventure from his perspective. And so I like how in the movie they flesh out Thorin a lot better. They give him purpose. You can understand his drive and his motivation and how the dwarves respect him and see him as this great leader. I like that part of the story because you get to see more of him as well. And as I'm reading this, I'm slowly changing my mind, but the whole scene at the start of the movie when they are fighting the trolls, and Bilbo uses his wits to convince the trolls to basically not go for the dwarves right away, and stalls gives them long enough for Gandalf to show up. In the book, everything about that scene points to Bilbo being an idiot and causing the whole thing with the trolls. And he just makes it worse with everything that he does. Now, later in the book, as the story goes on, he becomes more and more useful as he realizes how he can be resourceful. And so I think that's why it does that in the book. He initially starts off as this fumbling hobbit who doesn't really, doesn't understand his role, and he's not a good burglar, and he's making darn sure that everybody understands that with his actions. But in the movie, it's almost like they wanted you to like Bilbo right off the start, and they wanted him to be resourceful right off the start. They didn't want him to be this fumbling character that you didn't respect or didn't care for because he was an idiot. But I mean, it's different in its own respect. I think I prefer the way that the book does it, though, because you gotta have that tension, that moment where you're just like, I know that Bilbo's the main character, but he's causing all this trouble, and it's one of those moments where you just know that, like, he'll eventually turn around, but you're waiting for that moment where he has his turnaround moment, and they've kind of already had that. But like I said, creative differences. Everybody tells the story a little bit differently, and maybe some of the ways that they had written up the screenplay from the book didn't look good on screen, and so they had to change it up, and I respect it for that. I think it's good either way. I'm really excited for the second one. I also heard that the third one's going to be coming out like 6 months after the second one, so that's kind of exciting. I mean, that's what they did with the Matrix 2 and 3, right? They released them 6 months apart, although those were relative flops. I enjoyed them as well, but, the internet will say what it will. Okay, so that's first level. Second level's coming through pretty good. We're gonna keep digging back here. Get across to the other side, dig back, See if we can't come across some iron. I'm gonna have like 100 chests full of cobblestone by the time we're done this. Yep, yep. If only I could put on some music without infringing on copyrights. I would totally do that right now. I've got some tracks that I've got running through my head. I just want to listen to them. Iron! Yes, iron. That's delightful. Excellent. Alright. Yes, I'll drop some names. If you like Mumford and Sons, there's this guy that I found, and you may already have heard of him. I don't know. I don't really have TV. I don't have TV, so I'm kind of behind on everything. I don't really listen to a lot of radio. But a gentleman by the name of Frank Turner, you can check him out on YouTube. He has this one song called "Recovery," and I love that song. It's awesome. And every time I put it on, it's actually really cool. Every time I put it on, my son will come running into the room, and he'll just sit in front of the laptop or the TV, or not the TV, sorry, the laptop or the computer, and just watch it with me, because, I don't know, he loves the music too, I guess. But, yeah, it's a really good song. It's kind of folksy, like a British kind of pub anthem that I would call it. Just acoustic guitar, you know, basic background instruments, drums, bass, accompanying guitars and all that. It's really cool. It's really a good song. So I'll probably link that down in the description below because it's a good song. But yeah, that's what's running through my head right now, and I just want to listen to it. But YouTube won't appreciate me putting that in my video. Not that I monetize these videos. Or how did I miss that? Not that I monetize my videos or anything, because I don't. I obviously don't own the rights to Minecraft or anything like that. The only thing I own the rights to is my voice and my computer. But that's hardly a cause to monetize my videos. Lapis. Cool, cool. Oh, I can't get dogs here. There's no dogs. I was just going to say, now I can give my dog a blue collar. I can give Trigger his blue collar, but no Trigger, not here. Unfortunately. And smashy, smashy. I really got to start coming down here with more than 2 pickaxes. I think that would be beneficial to me. Alright, back up we go. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. Alright. 16 coal. That's good. That's excellent. Okay. Torches. Let's get some wood here. Okay, so pickaxe, 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 and a pickaxe. Let's just do that. Let's just go all out for it. Really get as much as we can done here. Alright, so now let's get some shovels. I'm gonna do one more shovel here. Let's go. That's good, that's good. Alright, now we're gonna dump the cobblestone and the dirt. And we're good. We are good. Alright. Back down we go. Man, I wish I had so much more iron than I currently have. What am I up to here? I've got 2, plus I think there might be another 2 in my chest upstairs, but I would love Love, love, love to get iron gear. Lasts so much longer than all this. I know it would still break before I wanted it to, but man, it'd be so much better. All of this crap. Now I wonder if there's gonna be lava in here somewhere. Because if there's no lava, then I can't make obsidian, in which case I can't make an enchantment table. Oh, look at that. Sand. Oh, interesting. Ah, I see. So I'm already at that side. Okay, so kinda gotta dig around here. Just gonna try to strategically dig. Oh no. Should probably put these up on the wall just in case I break through again. I'm trying to remember what the lake looks like up top. Oh my gosh, I just did that. Okay. We're in business. There we go. There we go. Let's see if I break that. That's good. That's good. Alright, alright, alright. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. Hello, cow. Just lighting up this area. I hope you don't mind. That's good, that's good. Excellent. Just want to expose as much of it as I can. Make sure that we see all of the terrain, so we're not missing any precious ores as we dig through here. I think after this level, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down, right down to where I dug down to, and we're just going to start digging, like I'm cave mining. Try to find this open room. If I can find that open room, then I will be satisfied if I die, that I can cut it there. If I die, though, I'm not just gonna, you know, go out of my way and die or something like that. I'm trying to survive and thrive after all. This is the challenge me, and the challenge on this map, in particular, is to survive. It's the survival chunk. Now, I know I've already died once, but now it's like a grudge match. Now it's like, okay, you killed me, map. You got me, but what do you got? What do you got? What do you really got? Like, what did I die for? So now it's just all out. It's like revenge. Like I just want to know what I'm missing right now. How much ore is there gonna be? I know that I used the 1 iron. I'm gonna try to collect all the ores and just see how many are there. Just so, like, that personal pride. Like, yeah, I got it all. That would be great.